The best indoor TV antennas let you receive free over-the-air broadcast TV channels without having to install a large outdoor antenna on the roof of your home. To help you find the perfect model, we've compiled a list of the 5 best indoor TV antennas. Be sure to check link in the description below for prices and additional details. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the latest tech updates. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. Number 5. Antenna's Direct ClearStream Flex. For a mid-price antenna that delivers rock-solid HD channels within its 50-mile radius, your search stops here. The trade-off is that it's not exactly a small unit. That big, thin panel could cover most of a window. But if that's not a problem, then it's great value, and our pick for the best overall indoor antenna. In our testing, we found that it pulled in 48 channels, where more expensive and powerful antennas could receive 54 channels. But in terms of the picture quality and stability of the channels it did receive, including the HD ones, many of them were in just as good quality as more powerful options provide. That's helped partly by the inline amplifier, which you can switch on and off at will. The 12-foot coaxial cable is a decent length. You can get a bit longer out of the box from some other options, but this will probably cover most people. Setup is easy, partly thanks to the free Antenna Point app, which tells you where cable stations are located, so you can point your antenna in the right direction to pick up the most stations. But in terms of the picture quality and stability of the channels it did receive, including the HD ones, many of them were in just as good quality as more powerful options provide. That's helped partly by the inline amplifier, which you can switch on and off at will. The 12-foot coaxial cable is a decent length. You can get a bit longer out of the box from some other options, but this will probably cover most people. Number 4. Mohu Arc. Mohu's Arc indoor antenna is easy to set up, fairly compact, and nice-looking enough to blend with a range of decors. Its clip-on bracket allows wall mounting or tabletop use. Though the latter arrangement is a bit tippy, the Arc's construction could be more robust, and its clip-in installation could be better. But despite its compact format and passive, unamplified design, we encountered impressive signal-pulling performance. Note that the Arc is not amplified, so if you need to extend its feed to a more distant TV set, an amplified model like Mohu's own Arc Pro is likely a better bet. But for a simple installation in an urban or suburban locale of reasonable terrain and elevation with desired signals in multiple directions, within the range of, say, 40 miles or even a bit more, the Arc should be an effective choice. The Arc's construction could be more robust, and its clip-in installation could be better. But despite its compact format and passive, unamplified design, we encountered impressive signal-pulling performance. This antenna's gently curved profile, 12s x 8-inch dimensions, and the white finish of my review sample should allow it to blend unobtrusively in most rooms. It mounts via a clip-on plastic bracket that snaps into cutouts on the rear surface, with the natural flex of the bracket holding it in place. This was a bit finicky, and a better locking system could be devised, but despite these gripes it worked fine, providing a workable, if a bit tippy, tabletop installation, plus a stable wall mount option via 2 teardrop-shaped slide-mount screw slots. The screws are not included. The Arc's connecting cable is only 10 feet long, mandating installation fairly close to the TV. Mohu's 40-mile rating seemed fairly accurate at my semi-rural hilltop test location, which enjoys good elevation and clear line of sight over nearly 360 degrees to TV transmitters ranging from about 15 to about 70 miles, scattered in all directions. Number 3. WineGuard FlatWave. Amped Pro TH3000. WineGuard's FlatWave Amped Pro TH3000 antenna offers good performance and uses an effective app for initial setup that shows you real-world reception potential prior to installation. The TH3000's fully flat, zero-footprint, on-window, on-wall design will appeal to the decor-conscious. and it can be relied upon to pull in digital TV stations from as far off as 60 miles. You can find antennas offering similar performance for less, but they are likely to be bulkier and less easily hidden from sight. The TH3000 is a perfectly flat, flexible membrane. Matte white on one side, matte black on the other to suit decor and location. That's only about a ½ millimeter thick. It's meant to be mounted on a window or wall with the supplied adhesive tabs, though the small fixture where the down lead connects is a good deal thicker. A signal amplifier occupying a pod about the size of a jumbo pack of gum is located about 2/3 of the way down the 18.5-foot lead, which is an adequate length for most setups. The amp module features a blue LED that signals power on and flashes when pairing with the app. It also has a mini USB port to acquire power, either from a USB port in the TV or from the small plug-in charger supplied with the antenna. To set up the Wine Guard, you first download the connected app, iOS Android, via a QR code on the amp module. The app then walks you through the sighting process, showing the number of strong, moderate, and weak stations you can expect. It can also show a map pinpointing these relative to your location, a potentially helpful aid. Most antenna makers' websites, as well as the FCC's, provide similar maps once you enter your location. Number 2. Antop HD Smart Bar AT-500SBS. Antop's AT-500SBS's 30-inch width pays off in strong signal pulling, while its free iOS Android app helps find the best setup location in real-time mounted horizontally in a window. Vertical mounting proved not quite as effective in our test location. It pulled nearly as many stations as the old-fashioned attic-mounted VHF-UHF antenna in the attic above it. The Antop's included signal amplifier has 2 outputs, so you can feed a TV and an FM radio, or 2 TVs. A nice plus. The antenna's size makes it tough to hide, unless you have conveniently located drapes or valances. But its attractive form and availability in white, black, or titanium finishes are pluses. If you need maximum pulling power from an indoor antenna, the 500SBS is about as good as it gets. Antop makes a wide range of sleek-looking housed indoor antennas, of which the 500SBS is the top model, a swoopy 30-inch bar that can be wall-mounted horizontally or stood vertically on a supplied plastic base. The included inline amplifier drives 2 standard F-connector outputs for 2 TVs or a TV and an FM radio or receiver. The supplied 5-foot cables are too short in our opinion, though many indoor antennas come with fixed cables of insufficient length to reach your set from the optimal antenna location. The amplifier's gain control can reduce signal level, possibly useful in crowded urban settings where the strongest adjacent signals might interfere, while Antop claims a 4G LTE filter reduces interference from nearby cell phone towers. Number 1. Mohu Vibe. Most indoor TV antennas aren't much to look at, and some are a downright eyesore. The Mohu Vibe, in contrast, is a compact rectangular panel with a gray fabric finish that's designed to match almost any room's decor. Not only that, but it's the most compact indoor TV antenna we've tested, making it the perfect solution for someone who wants an antenna that's as unobtrusive as possible. The Vibe's design ultimately wouldn't matter if it didn't do its job of pulling in broadcast TV channels, but in our testing, it tuned in a wide range of stations. Over a 17 to 70 mile distance, it features a Jolt amplifier module that draws power from your TV's USB port and has a 12-foot cable, which should be sufficient for most installations. Along with its design and performance chops, the Mohu Vibe is a great value. It has a $49 list price, but can typically be found for half that amount. If you live in an urban suburban area and are looking for a compact and decor-friendly indoor antenna that can pull in all the channels from your local stations, the Vibe has you covered. The Mohu Vibe indoor TV antenna is unlike most. other TV antennas in that it actually looks good. Only 3 things about the best indoor TV antennas really matter. Does it pull the stations you want at your location? Is its size and style compatible with your room? Is its price performance in your range? Mohu's new Vibe claims a 50-mile range. It sports a decor-friendly form factor about the size and shape of a supermarket sushi tray, and a discreet gray tweed-like finish, and at a $50 list price typically sold for half that amount, it's going to fit a lot of budgets.